Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, greetings, and I welcome you to this episode titled Biafran Dominance Continue to Steer the World. In fact, it is surprising most of the Zoological Republic of Nigerian politicians how Biafra is gaining this momentum globally. The other day we talked about the government of Italian giving Biafrans a space for their permanent consular let's say permanent embassy. When I brought up the news, some people were like, keep on deceiving yourself, this is how you people will keep on taking it as a joke and it becomes a reality. Even this news of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being given in a honorary citizenship of Georgia State, a lot of Afonjas and also the Fulani Kabas are still saying, continue playing, they are using your head. I look at them, I laugh. I say, a news that has circulated, if this is fake, the Georgia and also New York Times, who is busy spreading fake news against Biafrans, would have come out to say that. But because they are not pure and they know that this information is authentic, everybody have gone into their shell. Okay, let me just make this point very clear. My brothers, my sisters, if you are a Biafran and you are still waiting for somebody to convince you to know that what you are doing is real, then you still have a long way to go. Okay, look at the message that I brought us here. That triggered me to make those comments. Breaking, forming a global alliance against tyranny. Biafrans and Kurds and also Catalans, in Spain, they don't forge unbreakable bond in Barcelona. It happened recently, and my people, just there they play. We are moving forward. Okay, another headline here is no word can erase your pain, according to what would I call it? A visiting international Christian advocate who delivered a passionate and emotional address to a gathering Nigerian Christians. Amid ongoing reports of violence and mass killings targeting Christian communities in the parts of the country, most especially Plateau State and that of Benue State. Okay, and moving forward, we'll have another headline here. Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't arrive Turkey for official visit just to make sure that they solidify that Islamic State of Nigeria, because globally, even what do they call him? His vice, which is Kashim Shettima, he don't make it clear to the whole world when he went to Davos in Philippines for a summit that Nigeria is not a secular state but a Muslim state. The reason why Trump have to hasten up to come quick before things get out of hand, because definitely things must surely get out of hand if they continue like this. Okay, let us take the news one after the other as we proceed. Please, as you are watching, kindly like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Sorry if I have taken much of your time, but the truth still remains. We are moving forward. So please, join me as we listen to this clip, and then we'll come back to dissect other messages that are with us here. So let's go there, my people, if you don't mind.
Forming global alliance against tyranny. Biafrans, Kurds, and Catalans forge unbreakable bond in Barcelona. In a powerful display of global solidarity among oppressed peoples, the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, through its Catalonia zonal family and under the coordination of the Directorate of State DOS, joined forces with the Kurdish community and Catalan activists on January 25, 2026, in a historic demonstration in Catalonia. This alliance brought together voices from three distinct struggles for self-determination: the Biafran quest for independence from Nigeria, the long-standing Kurdish fight for recognition and autonomy across Turkey, Iraq, Iran, and Syria, and the Catalan push for greater rights from Spain. Protesters marched to condemn ongoing oppression, persecution, and denial of freedom in their respective homelands. The Kurds, an indigenous Indo-Iranian ethnic group of approximately 30-45 million people. They inhabit the mountainous region known as Kurdistan, speak their own language, maintain a rich cultural heritage, and include diverse religious communities, primarily Sunni Muslim. Despite this, they have endured decades of repression, military conflicts, and suppression of their political aspirations in the four countries that divide their ancestral lands. In Catalonia, the event symbolized a united front against tyranny. Biafran flags flew alongside Kurdish and Catalan symbols as participants highlighted shared experiences of marginalization, cultural erasure, and state violence. The demonstration underscored a key truth. Alliance is one of the greatest weapons in the warfare for the liberation of the oppressed. This was not just a local gathering, but a strategic move orchestrated by IPOB's DUS, which continues to expand the Biafran cause onto the international stage through peaceful, diplomatic, and collaborative actions. By standing with the Kurds and Catalans, IPOB reinforces that the struggle for self-determination is universal. No oppressed people should fight alone. Thanks to the visionary leadership for organizing this impactful event. Such coalitions amplify voices that are too often silenced, building momentum toward justice, autonomy, and ultimate freedom for Biafra, Kurdistan, Catalonia, and all who yearn to determine their own destiny.
And that is the end of the message. The end of the first message as we are moving forward. Okay, looking at another message that we have here. No word can erase your pain. According to that Christian, a visiting international Christian advocate who delivered a resounding message to the people of, to over 600,000 people in IDPs across, across Benue State and Plateau State. Okay, let us just listen to what he got to say over the matter, and then we come back here to round up the show. Please stay tuned while we proceed. Make sure as you are watching, you are as well sharing the message. Let it go around. We are not joking here. We really mean business.
A visiting international Christian advocate delivered a passionate and emotional address to a gathering of Nigerian Christians amid ongoing reports of violence and mass killings targeting Christian communities in parts of the country. The speaker, described as a brother from the international community, was introduced by a local host who acknowledged the profound suffering of the audience. The host stated, "Our brother from the international community will speak. You have seen what is going on here, and you greet our people. I'm sure you have a word or two for our people. It's time for you to speak now. There's no word that I can tell you that will change this. There's no word that I can tell you that will take away your pain." In response, the international figure expressed deep empathy, but emphasized his inability to erase the grief. "There's nothing that I can say or do that will take away your grief. I can't change this." He then made a personal vow. "What I can promise you is that I would rather die standing for truth than sitting in America. While my people are oppressed, while my brothers and sisters are persecuted and massacred, while the world is other Christians are just watching. Everyone in the world knows what's happening and they're doing nothing. They choose to just watch. And your own government is feeding off of the blood of your brothers and sisters. They're profiting off of the blood of your brothers and sisters. You have thousands of villages around Nigeria that are gone, extinct, rubble. Bones are still in the villages." Citing a specific case, he referenced Yelwata, where he claimed 300 were killed. According to the speaker, rebuilding efforts are underway there, yet bones are still on the ground. He contrasted this grim reality with official denials, targeting a governor described as claiming Christian affiliation. But the governor says there's no genocide. The one who claims to be a Christian, no genocide, while people are massacred, while blood is being poured.
So, our brother from the international community will speak. You have seen what is going on here, and you greet our people. I'm sure you have a word or two for our people. It's time for you to speak now.
There's no word that I can tell you that will change this. There's no word that I can tell you that will take away your pain. There's nothing that I can say or do that will take away your grief. I can't change this. What I can promise you is that I would rather die standing for truth than sitting in America.
Please let me use this opportunity to debunk whatever background music that is on this video. Please YouTube, take note. This is my content and the music on background. I have no right to the copyright of it. So please do not copyright this message. I'm only a kind of recording the news, not the background music. So please take note. I beg you, take note. This is not a copyright video. I repeat, this is not a copyright video.
While my people are oppressed, while my brothers and sisters are persecuted and massacred, while the world is just watching, other Christians are just watching. Everyone in the world knows what's happening, and they're doing nothing. They choose to just watch. And your own government is feeding off of the blood of your brothers and sisters. They're profiting off of the blood of your brothers and sisters. You have thousands of villages around Nigeria that are gone, extinct, rubble. Bones are still in the villages. In Yawara, almost 300 were killed. We're rebuilding the village in Yawara right now. Bones are still on the ground. But the governor says there's no genocide. The one who claims to be a Christian. No
violence against Christians in Nigeria's Middle Belt and northern regions. Advocacy groups, including Genocide Watch and various Christian organizations, have documented repeated attacks often attributed to Fulani militias or jihadist elements that have killed thousands, displaced communities, and razed villages over recent years. Reports from 2025 alone cite incidents involving dozens to hundreds of deaths in coordinated assaults, with some labeling the pattern as genocide in slow motion or an ongoing Christian genocide. Nigerian authorities and some analysts have rejected the genocide framing, describing the violence instead as complex herder-farmer clashes, banditry, or general insecurity affecting multiple groups, while denying targeted religious extermination. The speaker's on-the-ground presence and direct challenge to both international indifference and domestic denial underscore escalating calls for greater attention and intervention from global Christian and human rights communities.
That is the end of the second message. Here is the final paragraph. Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't arrive Turkey, where he went to solidify the Islamization of the zoo called Nigeria. Here are the news in details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived in Ankara, the capital of the Republic of Turkey, on a state visit. Turkey, that even the government of Egypt have declared a terrorist state sponsoring the Boko Haram in Nigeria, you went there now to thank him and also sign more deals for him to supply more arms to the bandit so that they keep on ravaging and buying the people you have sworn to protect. Shame to you, Ahmed Tinubu. According to a statement on Monday by his spokesman or spokesperson Bayo Ononuga, the president plane touched down at precisely 9:03 p.m. local time, that is time in Ankara, Turkey. Ononuga added that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was received at the Ankara Esenboga airport by a Turkish government delegation led by the Minister of National Education, Yusuf Tukin. They charged the affairs at the Nigerian embassy in Turkey, Ambassador Zayed Abdul Salam, and other embassies officials were also on hand to welcome him. The Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Latif, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy Wale Edun, Minister of Solid Minerals Dela Lake, Minister of Defense General Christopher Musa, retired, welcomed the president to his hotel. Also at the hotel reception were the Minister of Interior Olubumitunji Ojo, Minister of Women Affairs Eman Suleiman Ibrahim, Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology Kinsley Ude, Senator SAN, Chairman House Committee on Defense Baba Jimmy Benson, Special Advisor to the President on Policy Communication Daniel Bouala, and Director General of the National Intelligence Agency Ambassador Mohammed. These are the people who travel with Tinubu. The country is dying. He packed almost all the whole cabinet. Then who is back home to lead? Nobody. Okay, Nigerian News report that Bola Ahmed Tinubu visit is aimed at strengthening the existing cordial relationship between Nigeria and the Republic of Turkey and exploring the further areas of cooperation to advance a mutual beneficial partnership. During the visit, he will hold discussions with his Turkish counterpart, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, There also will be a signing of memorandum of understanding between the two countries, among other engagements. Memorandum of understanding signing by President of Turkey and President of the Republic of Nigeria. Each other can only borders on terrorism, signing of a cooperation so that two of them will continue to terrorize people. Jehovah Amagidon. Anyway, my people, let me not talk much because that's this matter, this message, I've been an open parcel. So let us not dive too much into it. Well, let's just keep it the way it is. Have a nice day. I'm going to continue to bless us. Please help me to circulate this message. Let it go viral and follow us on all our social media handles.